Alright, so my third video for Smartcash Smartnodes is basically how to mesh your nodes together if you have more than one, or if you have some friends that also have some smart nodes and you want to mesh them together. A mesh is just basically one, or actually more than one, two or more nodes that are connected together, and that way it's much easier to keep them up to date, knowing that they have a peer that's always going to be connected to them. So if you have like multiple nodes, let's say you have 4 or 5 nodes, the likelihood of one getting stuck on a block is less likely when you have 3 other ones that are also connecting to other peers. So it just kind of is a way to strengthen your nodes and make them, or not, I don't want to say strengthen because that might not be technically correct, but just ensure that they don't get behind, because if one of them has a connection to some other node and it can get the latest block, they automatically can synchronize with it. So this is pretty easy way to do it, and I'm just going to show you how to do it now. So you're going to log into every node and you're going to edit the smartcash.conf file. So, and we're just going to go to nano smartcash.conf, and basically we're just going to go, this is going to be your smartcash.conf file, and you're going to have all this information, which is great. Now I'm going to add, under all of that, add node equals. So when you say add node equals, you're going to type in the address. So I'm just going to obviously make this one up. So let's say we're currently on smart node number 1. So we're going to add the IP, and let's say you have 3, just for sake of making this easy in a demonstration purpose. So if we're on smart node 1, we don't add the IP of smart node 1, because this is the actual machine that we're on. We want to connect it to smart node 2 and smart node 3. So let's say that smart node 2 is 123.456.789.12, and you're going to put the port, which is 9678, and then also you want to add it to smart node 3. So add node equals 123.456.789.13. That's the fake IP of smart node 3 in this case, and again 9678. Now I've added also the whitelist feature, which is whitelist equals, and then you put in again the same IPs for smart node 2 and 3, 123.456.789.12, and you don't put the port on this one. If you put the port, it'll give you an error when you try to start Smartcash D. So whitelist equals 123.456.789.13. Okay, so now that we're on smart node 1 and we've added these two add node and whitelist, the whitelist basically tells it that you can connect to this server as many times and they can connect to you as many times. Basically, don't ban them if they make too many connections. So we would save this conf file by pressing Ctrl X and pressing Y for yes, and then pressing enter. So that's number 1. Now if you would want, you would stop Smartcash, because you've edited the configuration file. So you'd say Smartcash -CLI and then space stop, and then you press enter, and then after the server stops, you just type in Smartcash D and then press enter, and then it's going to pick up the new configuration file. Now let's pretend that we're on Smartnode 2, and then we're going to edit the conf file again, and let's pretend that this wasn't here, and I'm just going to type it all out again. And now that we're on Smartnode number 2, the IP of Smartnode number 2 is the one with 12 at the end. So we're going to replace the 12 with a 1, and again, so that's now it's connecting to Smartnode 1, which is same IP .11 in the end, and Smartnode 3, which is the .13 at the end. And then again, I would come down here and pretend that this wasn't there, and I'm writing it in completely brand new, and then we'd whitelist the same IP. Now this would go on for all the nodes that you have. So if you have 10 nodes, you have to go through each node. I would make a long list of all your nodes in Notepad. Just copy all add nodes and copy all whitelist, and then depending on the server that you're on, just remove that entry for add node and whitelist on its own server. So basically, let's say now that we've gotten to Smartnode 2, I would have just removed the entry for Smartnode 2. So let's say it was like this. And that I had just pasted all of this just to save time, right? So I would know that I'm on the Smartnode 2, which is the IP ending in 12, and I would just, after I've pasted all the 20 nodes or 50 nodes, whatever, how many nodes you have, just to make it easy, I would come and remove the add node and the whitelist for that specific one that you're editing right there, and that way it just makes it a little bit easier. And then we're gonna go Control X and save and press yes, and then again you would restart the Smartcache. So you would type in Smartcache -CLI and then Smartcache -CLI space stop, and you'd press enter, and then once the server would stop, give it like 20-30 seconds, and then you do Smartcache D. Once you've done that through all of them, it should connect to each other, and then you could actually load up an SSH session on each one and then kind of see them propagate. And if you're interested in seeing that, I can do it in my next video, where I could just have all my smart nodes up and showing the propagation of the blocks once it hits one of the nodes, and then eventually another one will get it, and then the third one will get it, and then so on. So hopefully that video kind of helps and makes things easier for you. I've seen that none of my nodes have gone down since I've done this, but that could just be coincidence that I'm lucky. I think it's a cool thing to do, and just it lets you learn a little bit more about the commands that you can do with the any type of Qt wallet. Usually all the Qt wallets have these features, and if you go through the readme file or whatever, I'll link that below, and you can kind of see what commands you can tell the wallet to do and what capabilities it has. So thanks again for watching, and hopefully this video is informative, and hopefully more to come.